I'm a teacher of English of Kulan Agrotechnical High College, Venera Hiasovna Maitanova. Subject is Professional English, the second course, Specialty Cook. The theme of our lesson is Rice and Adjective. I want to introduce you with assessment criteria. Read and translate the text, 4 points. Translate the sentences, 2 points. Match the sentences with the picture, 2 points. Using picture, say how to prepare pressure cooked rice, 3 points. And find adjectives in the text and make the sentence or word combination with a noun, 2 points. Write the recipe for cooking rice dishes, 4 points. And you should get today total 70 points, and you can see the evaluation of these points. And now, dear students, please watch the videos how to prepare rice.
When making rice are timing and ratios. If you cook it too short, it can be hard, and if you cook it for too long, it can just be gummy and mushy. No one wants that. In regards to ratios, if you have too much water, you can just have really wet rice, and if you don't have enough, you can burn your rice. For long grain white rice, you want 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. For short grain white rice, you want 1 cup of rice to 1 1/4 cups water. For brown rice, you want 1 cup of rice to 1 3/4 cups water. For whatever type of rice you're making, you're going to follow a similar process. One tip to help you make the best rice ever is to rinse your rice before cooking it. Rinsing rice helps remove any extra starch. If you're short on time, you can skip this step, but it's a foolproof way to help you get really fluffy, beautiful rice. Some people rinse the rice until the water runs clear. A good method to go by is just rinsing it 3 times. First, I'm going to add the rice and the water and a pinch of salt, totally optional, but it'll give it some extra flavor, and bring it to a boil over high heat. Once the water begins to boil, give it a stir, put the lid on, and turn the heat down to simmer, which is the lowest heat there is. For long grain white rice, you want to cook it for 18 minutes on simmer. For short grain white rice, you want to simmer it for 15 minutes. Brown rice is a bit longer, you want to simmer it for 45 minutes. One really important thing to note is to not remove the lid as you're cooking it. You're steaming the rice and you don't want to let the hot air escape. Just let it be, trust the timing, and it'll come out perfectly. Pro tip, once you remove the pot from the heat, let it steam for an additional 5 to 10 minutes with the lid on, and that's another way to ensure you get really fluffy, beautifully cooked rice. Again, if you're short on time, you can skip this step, but we're trying to get you the best rice possible. It's worth the extra 5 to 10 minutes to get really fluffy rice. Long grain white rice is perhaps the most common rice, at least in America. You can use it for side dishes, pilaf, salads, or just on its own with a protein. Short grain white rice is typically used for sushi, puddings, paella, risotto, and sticky rice. Brown rice is considered to be a healthier option than white rice. It has more fiber, iron, and vitamin B. So white rice is actually brown rice with the bran and germ stripped away, so you're losing some of those nutrients when you're choosing white rice.
And next, dear students, you can see some pictures of things which we use in our kitchen. Yes, I think you know what is it, and please say me what is it. You are right, it is A, oil, B, bowl, C, salt, D, glass, E, tablespoon, F, saucepan, G, teaspoon, H, cup, I, water, J, fork. And next, dear students, open your vocabulary book, write down these 18 words with the translation. You can see the translation in Kazakh and in Russian. And please now listen and repeat after me. To soak, to add, to remove, starch, fluffy, sticky, to boil, to pour, medium, to heat, to stir, crunchy, steam, to adjust, to absorb, lid, long grain rice, to simmer. And next, you have a sheet of paper and you have this text. Please read and translate this text. Rice is a simple, nutritious, and filling grain that can be eaten on its own, added to other dishes, served as a side, or even made into tasty desserts. There are many different ways to cook rice, and some of the most popular include boiling and steaming. One of the keys to fluffy rice that doesn't stick together is rinsing before cooking. And this is important no matter how you plan to cook the rice. Stovetop rice. You need 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of oil, half teaspoon of salt, 1 cup of rice. Soak and rinse the rice before cooking. Add the rice to a large bowl and cover it with fresh water. Soak the rice for about 30 minutes, then transfer the rice to a sieve to strain the water. Wash the rice under fresh running water for a minute. Boil the water. Pour 2 cups of water into a medium saucepan, put on a lid and bring the water to a boil over medium heat. Depending on the type of rice you are making, you may need to adjust the rice to water ratio. Simmer the rice, salt and oil. Once the water is boiling, remove the lid from the pot. Stir in the remaining ingredients. Bring the water back to a gentle simmer over medium heat. Once the water is simmering again, put the lid on and turn the heat down to low. Continue cooking for 18 or 30 minutes, depending on the type of rice. Let the rice rest when it's done. When the rice is cooked, remove it from the heat. Leave the lid on and set the pot aside to rest for at least 5 minutes. This will help to steam the rice, give it a chance to absorb leftover moisture and make it tender. Fluff with a fork before serving. Fluffing the rice means stirring it with a spoon or rice spatula. This lets excess moisture escape and helps to make the rice plump. After stirring, let the rice sit for another 2 minutes before serving. And next task is translate the sentences into your native language. You can translate it into Kazakh or Russian, and you should get 2 points. The first sentence: soak and rinse the rice before cooking. You can translate it into Russian, for example, замочите и промойте рис перед приготовлением. In Kazakh, pişirir aldığında kuruştu şayip jibitiniz. The second, boil the water. The third, simmer the rice, salt and oil. The fourth, let the rice rest when it's done. And the fifth, fluff with a fork before serving. And next task is match the sentences with the picture and say about it. For example, you can say wash the rice, the picture is here, or you can write one and ear, or you can do it in such way. The second, combine the rice and water. The third, add water to the basin of an electric steamer. And the fourth, steam the rice. The fifth, fluff with a fork and then serve. And next task is 5. Using pictures, say how to prepare pressure cooked rice. You should get 3 points. For example, the first, soak and rinse the rice. It means pour the rice into a bowl and fill the bowl with cold water. The second, combine the ingredients in the cooker. Add the rice, salt, oil, and 3 cups of water to the pressure cooker. You can also add some spices, herbs, and so on. And next task is find adjectives in the text and make the sentence a word combination with nouns. You should get 3 points. For example, in the text, you can find such adjectives as tasty or fluffy, maybe, and you should say tasty soup, tasty salad, and so on. or you can make sentences. My mom cooks very tasty rice soup. And please write it into your copybook. Find please adjectives and make up sentences. And next task is write the recipe for cooking rice dishes. And you should get 4 points. You know that we have many dishes of rice, such as salads, maybe soups, maybe the second course, second dishes. And thank you for your attention. I wish you good luck. And if you will done the exercises, you can send me.